more down. Excuse me. So what I'm trying to do is just get it in that spot so that I don't have to mess with it. I don't have to touch it. It doesn't have to annoy me. So anyway, I hope you can hear me this morning, and I hope everything's coming through well. I hope you had a beautiful day yesterday. You know, we had a nice stormy evening. It didn't really storm, it just rained steady up north here in Liberty. I think down south and farther east, they must have gotten some pretty serious storms last night, because there were some big old tops brewing, and just on the other side of us. So anyway, Restream that I go through for to multi-stream is having issues with its Facebook chat right now, and so they're working with Facebook to get that resolved. But right now, and that's why yesterday I didn't have any chat on my screen at all. So please, I can at least see that there's one person with me this morning. I can at least see that there's somebody visiting. So welcome, always welcome. And just, go ahead and say good morning to me, whatever. Chat amongst yourselves. Feel free to do that. And I will go back through the chat messages after we're through, when I post it up. And just see what you had to say then, okay? So be comfortable, relax, sit back. Yesterday, we dedicated our pendulums. And you know what? I did not dedicate Faye. I didn't dedicate Faye. And she was so excited. Oh, now she's tangled up. She was so excited to be getting her own pendulum. This is Faye's pendulum. And the wrap turned out very, very pretty on it. So this is Faye's pendulum. And like I said yesterday, I meant to dedicate hers. I ended up dedicating grandmother because I forgot I put Faye around my neck. I do that, and I know you do too, so you can laugh with me all you want. I don't mind. But I know that this is a trait that I share with many other people. You do something, you set something down, you forget where you put it, and you're like, crap, where'd that thing go? Gone for a while. So this was, I took it, I hung it around my neck yesterday, and did the rest of the show, dedicated grandmother's pendulum because I was looking around for it, and I didn't want to make a big deal, can't find my pendulum. Because I knew I just had it. I knew that I had just had it. So anyway, she was very disappointed. And I was like, oh, Faye, I'm sorry. I should have dedicated you. My husband said, man, that's an awful big necklace you got on there today. And I said, well, I didn't have any place else to put it, so I thought I'd hang it around my neck for a necklace. And anyway, that's when I realized that's where Faye was at. Morning to you, Faye. So I'm going to dedicate her pendulum real quick. And if you didn't get a chance to see the show yesterday, or if you didn't get a chance to dedicate your pendulum and you happen to have it with you today, just follow along these really quick little bitty steps to dedicate your pendulum. 2 days in a row, but I can't leave Faye out. She is something special, I really truly believe. Remember, take those deep breaths, those cleansing breaths, and then blow them all the way out. Nice. So I dedicate this sacred pendulum to my spirit guide, Faye. It's only going to be used to communicate with Faye, and it's a tool for Faye to use for healing or whatever. Communication, helping me when I'm lost. Whatever she needs, she'll communicate her needs through me with the pendulum. And whatever I need, I can communicate with her as well. Doesn't have to be through the pendulum, though. She hears, just like your spirit guides do, everything you see and do. They're standing right by you all the time. So, no one else, unless you allow it, Faye, will be able to communicate with us through this pendulum. This is a sacred bond between us. Thank you for your love and your trust. Ooh, my glass is fogged up. Blowing your ha on it seals the bond. Your ha is your breath of life. What could be stronger than that? So I know that I don't ever have to worry about any other energy trying to communicate with me through this pendulum except through Faye. And she's a strong one. She's a strong one. I don't think I ever have to worry about her getting knocked out of the way. Thank you for joining me for that. I was grounding this morning, and there was so much that was coming to my mind. One of the things that I was listening to was, and I cannot remember his name off the top of my head, forgive me, but Adapt 2030. And I shared the video that I was watching because he presents it so well. He presents the facts so completely. So I posted that up on my Facebook page, and I really, really encourage you to watch it because he gives a lot, diverse information, really well spoken, very well thought out, very well presented, and it's just the facts, man. Just the facts. That's it. So please take some time, and you don't have to watch it if you pop on your earbuds and just listening to it while you're driving down the road or whatever you do. But do listen to that when you get a chance to, please. I really encourage you to, and share it. Share this information because this information, the amount of information on so many different things and the facts and the scientific things that he has to prove it by what he's saying. I don't think this video is going to be around for long. I don't think that the powers that be want people to know this stuff. So watch the video, please, and comment on it. Let me know what you think. And I was thinking, and like I said, I can't see any of your messages right now, so please continue to post up messages because I will check them. But I want your opinions on something. Rex Bear with Leak Project has enormous library of videos that he's produced on so many different things. He's got information where he has read out loud the transcribed versions of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and as well as the Nag Hammadi scriptures, the Sumerian tablets, the King's List, all of these things. And, he's not reading it and then telling you his interpretation of it. He's reading the actual text out loud. And so if you want more information about these things, and really, I have a huge database of information on different subjects. So if you would like for me to post these things up for you or to make a page or something, I really need to get into learning how to categorize in library type all my videos. Because I got 2 years worth of videos on Facebook alone. So, and a lot of it is really great information. It is great information. You can go back through on my videos page and scroll back the past 2 years, and you'll see the drastic change in little sister. I've come from a shaggy little ragamuffin to what you see today. And that's the truth, because when I started, I didn't really care about my appearance because I wasn't told you have to look gorgeous every day, darling, so snap to it. I was just told you need to get on there and start doing this, and so that's what I did. And my personality developed over the past couple of years. Not really, I can't say that because I think I've always been the same personality, but my styles and the topics that I talk about have kind of developed over the past couple of years. So if you're curious, go back on the videos page and check out some of my past videos, because I believe in almost every single one of them there is something in there for you. And I spent the first half of my morning cuppa in the past couple years on Thorny Acres. And so there are a lot of cool videos of the woods and the scenery and the land, and my little shop, my little crystal shop that I had there. So please go back through and check out the videos. Don't critique me, though. I was bad on myself when I first started. I critiqued myself so much. But I don't do that so much anymore. Now when I go back through and I watch a show, I do it to laugh and to learn, because I learn as much as you do. And I'm surprised by some of the things that I say as much as you are, and I laugh just as loud as you do. And that makes me happy. It really does. It really makes me smile whenever I can be so into whatever little sister's going to say next that I can't stop watching the video, because I really want to learn. I want to hear what she's saying. Because the funny thing is that whenever spirit, I use myself as a vessel, and so much of what I talk about every day is spirit given. It's spirit spoken. If I close my eyes especially, I am really working on tuning into spirit and getting their message out. And I close my eyes so that I don't get distracted. But when I channel, I always close my eyes. So, anyway, I really don't know most of the time what it is that I'm speaking. Well, no, I can't say that. I don't know what I'm talking about, because that's what it sounds like I'm going to say. I don't know what spirit is going to say next. And sometimes I cry. Sometimes the words are so touching, especially whenever I'm talking to somebody else, responding to a message that was popped up. And, sometimes it can be really heartfelt. So I really encourage you today to go back and listen to some videos. And let me know if you want me to share videos and put them in a library or something of, like, for instance, sacred knowledge, any sacred knowledge. What about earth changes? These are not videos that I have created. These are videos that I will share and gladly share and post up if I get permission, that I can post them up and keep them in a library and reference them back to that YouTube page or that creator. I'm more than happy to, because there are so many people right now who have, and I think the best word to call it is divine knowledge. We have divine knowledge right now that is just being rained down on us. And some of us who have no fear speak out loudly. And others of us share things in our circle. And, others want to go across the country and find the safest, bestest place to land. It's not always there. So, always be a seeker, though. Always be a seeker of knowledge. Don't ever stop that. I think to be called a seeker is really, the way I look at it, to be called a seeker is a compliment. It's like saying, well done, or great job, well spoken. You did that exactly right. Exactly right. There's nothing else that could have been done to change it or make it anything better. You did exactly right. So, to be a seeker means that you're always, everything's brand new every day. when you're a seeker. Everything, every day is brand new. You gain new knowledge. You see new things. You see something old, brand new again. Or like a child for the first time. And you're in awe of it. That's what it is to be a seeker. I think the awakening is done. I really do. When I first started this and I was talking to my guides about the awakening, is this a process? Is this something that's going to be for a while? And very clearly they said no. There is a time of awakening. And once that time is over, then there are no more awakeners. There's no more people who are going to suddenly one day blink their eyes and say, oh, there's something more out there. No. The ones who have had their eyes closed and never opened them and are content to be one with the system, whether it is through financial means, financial gains, if that's what they treasure, is money and power that comes with it, they're going to stay right where they're at. They're not going to have a great awakening. And if they do, it's not going to be nearly as profound as what has been experienced by the awakeners or the awakened. There are always going to be those who seek after knowledge, but when they receive the knowledge, if they do not understand it, if they don't take it in, if they don't comprehend it, they're not going to keep it. Do you see? It's only when our spirit and our mind and our body are in agreement with whatever it is that's being presented before us that we keep that and we take it in. I think that's something for everybody to recognize because, say for instance, there's an acquaintance that enters your life and, there's something about that person. You don't see him very often, just in certain circles. There's not anything particularly odd about that person. They just rub you weird. Your spirits don't mesh. There's something about them. But you want to try and give them a chance because you only met them a couple of times, and every time you did it was in a social setting and they didn't seem like anything was wrong, right? Social event is over and you go about your way and you never, ever, ever think about that person again until the next social event when you bump into each other. And you get that same weird feeling and you just can't quite remember his name or her name. And so no matter how hard you try, you can remember their face, the hair, what the clothes they had on last time, the social situation you were in when you met the last time. You know everything, even the conversations that you had. Cannot remember that name to save your life. Why is that? Maybe it's because you're not supposed to know that person. Maybe it's because that is just like a commercial break in your life, one of the fill-in people. It's kind of harsh, isn't it? But you always have to have spectators and background people, right? So that's just a spectator that happens to run somewhere in your circle, in and out, here and there. But that doesn't mean it's supposed to be in your circle. So when you run into people like that, don't try to get to know them a little bit better. Just accept that the universe is saying, hey, this one isn't for you in your circle. This one, as harsh as it sounds, I feel so strongly that if you're meant to be in my social circle, in my life, then you have something positive to contribute to the circle that I'm in, the energies that surround me, the people that I mesh with. You know, do you mesh well with them to where it's a symbiotic relationship, and it's not all about money or toys or games, but it's more about an even and positive energy exchange. And if for whatever reason that person in your life is not giving you a balanced energy exchange, if you feel like they are sucking the energy out of you, or if you feel like they just pull a lot of energy from you, well, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Once you become aware of that, of the vampires and the energy suckers in your life, once you become aware that that's this person's job, that's what they do right now at this time in their life, but I don't have a lot of energy to spare. I give a lot of energy away, and I gladly give energy to the ones who need it, even the vampires. But you're not going to take any more than what I'm willing to give. And my willing to give level has gotten so much shorter throughout my life. You know, it's because, and it's not because I'm selfish, and it's not because I'm rude. It is because there are a lot of other areas that I need to invest my energy in. And not just to make it productive, not just to make it make me feel better. It's for the highest and greatest good of all of us. That's how I share my energy, is for everybody's highest and greatest good. You know? But you only take what you need, and I only give what you need. And you don't overgive. When you give too much energy away, you start feeling not only depleted and tired and wore out, but spiritually you start, I don't know, kind of feeling like you're being taken advantage of, that you do all the giving and everyone does all the taking. And then when you start pulling back your energy and saying, I can't give you any more of this, you're going to have to find some other source there, someplace else to plug in, because I'm dry. Well, either lesson learned, and I love you, and it's okay, and I'm sorry I sucked so much energy out of you, so let's back off for a little bit, and I'll find someplace else to gather more healthy energy. And the next time when we come together, we can share healthy energy, and I won't be consuming all of yours. It's the way it should be right there, because it's whatever time of life that another person's in. They may not always be an energy sucker. They may not always be a vampire, but right now they don't have control over the energies that just spiral and flow like a fountain. When those energies are out of control, everything's out of control. They're either over giving or overtaking, over consuming, over polluting. You know what I'm saying? Hoarders are like that. People who tend to hoard things. You know, they have erratic energy and they don't know where to focus it. And so they focus it on the thing that they think is going to bring them the comfort that they desire. I don't know. But I do believe that once a person recognizes where their energies are going, it's up to you yourself. It's up to you to control that. Once you recognize that you're throwing off way too much energy, or you're hoarding way too much energy that you could be sharing with others. Well, then it's up to you to change it. That's when free will kicks in. And you're like, okay, you've come to a point. Here's your fork in the road. Which way are you going to go? You can keep doing what is comfortable because it's always been like that. And change is so stinking hard. Or you can try something different and really expect change this time. Honestly, expect to receive a different result. It's when you face whatever it is that needs change that your decision begins. And once you make your decision, and no decision is still a decision. If you decide to stay undecided, well, you decided. If you don't like the road that's going, make your own. Make your own, but expect it to be a rough one. Expect it to be difficult. You're paving new ground. You're breaking new ground. You're tearing down trees. You're making a path. Expect it to be difficult. For each of you. Really, really thank you for spending your mornings with me. It's always a joy to be here. Always a joy, because I know this is where Spirit put me to be. And other places too. I mean, this facilitates me being able to go and do live events and meet people like Sheila and Donna, Patricia, Pamela, Misha. To meet everybody like you and to be able to touch you and say, man, I knew your energy felt that good. I knew your energy felt that good. Dear you, there's always more than one side to an argument, two sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. So today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another point of view. No matter what you've been presented with, excuse me, I always do that. There's no comma there. There should be a comma. If there was a comma, I would know. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. That was for you. All right. Number 2, dearest you. Do you know that when you stop fighting and accept things exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There's freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are and not how you would like for them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy, you act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. And then you can decide to stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Let yourself and others be free. Loving you so much, always and forever. Nice. Nice. All right, and since that one wasn't for you, because I feel you scratching your head going, yeah, I'm not there either. So hang on just a second. Let me grab this last card, because this last card is the one that is for you. You ready? I'm in a good mood today. I don't know what today is going to bring, but I have a feeling that it's, I got a feeling it's going to be really, really a great day. A great day. I have 2 here. All right, I have 2. Dearest you, and you know who you are. Are you taking care of yourself and are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We'd like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fighting and fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch a very funny comedy to make you laugh, or call that one friend that you know will remind you how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? There you go. There you go. So go have some fun today. Go have some fun. Do something silly. Make yourself laugh for no other reason than because Spirit loves laughter. They love laughter. So, my love to you. Peace. Have a fun-filled day. Do something delightful. Make yourself laugh. Dance a little too. Love to you. I'll see you later.